All right, for today's vocabulary, we're dealing with the same words that we dealt with yesterday, but this time it's just a different activity. Your directions are to draw a line from the word to the definition. So what I recommend doing is if you're struggling with remembering these words, is using your math notebook. If you click on your math notebook image, it goes to your reference book that you have all your notes in that we've been working with. If you also need help with reading the words, you also have these microphones off to the side that you can click on and it'll read the definition. But what I recommend is starting with the words that you know that you are confident with the definitions. So for me, I'm very confident knowing what the word cubed means. To me, cubed, that definition tells me that the base has an exponent of 3. So if the exponent is the value has a value of 3, I'm going to look in my definitions here or listen to my definitions until I hear that it tells me that the exponent has a value of 3, which is right here. So if you don't know how to draw a line, there's a tool that's considered the line tool. So you click it and you just take your word that you want, hold it down, and drag to the other box that you want to align it, to draw the line to. And then you let go, and then you're done. The next word I'm very confident in is squared. I know that squared is the same thing as cubed, it's just the exponent is different. So the exponent has a value of 2. So I'm drawing my line looking here or listening to the one that tells me that the exponent has a value of 2, which is right here. So I'm going to click my line tool, start, and draw. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. I'm going to click, hold down, let go, and it draws that line. The next word that I'm very confident in knowing is the word base. Base is that big number. It's the number that we're going to use to multiply repeatedly. So I'm looking here and I'm looking for where it tells me that I am using the number and multiplying it repeatedly. And here we go, the number that is being multiplied repeatedly. So click my line tool, click, hold down, draw, let go. Okay? Now, the other ones that I have exponent, and I know that exponent is that little number that tells me how many times I will be multiplying my base by. So I'm looking here, and I'm trying to find that tells me how many times I'm multiplying that base by itself. So I'm going to listen, or I'm going to read these, and I see the value that specifies how many times the base will be multiplied by itself. So I'm going to click my line tool, draw, and hold down, and draw my line. So then I have my last 4. I have exponential form, last 3. My exponential form, expanded form, and standard form. They're all the different forms that I can write my exponents. So if I don't know, I would click on my notebook, but I think I could confidently say I know how to do these. I know that standard form is just a fancy way of saying the answer to the problem that I solved that involves the exponents. So I'm looking for one that says the answer to. So the way you write the answer, look at that, it's the first one. So I'm going to take my line, I'm going to click on standard form and draw it all the way up. Okay? Then I have expanded form and exponential form. Expanded form, let's just start with that since we're on the bottom. Expanded forms meaning you're taking your exponent that is written like 3 to the second power and you're taking it and stretching it out. So that means you're putting multiplication involved into it. So you have a choice between an exponent that is written with a base and a power, or you have an exponent written as repeated multiplication. Well, we know with expanded form, we don't have any exponents or anything raised to the power. So that means that we are going to take and draw our line to the one that tells us that repeatedly multiply. And our last one is exponential form. It has the word exponent in it, so we know that it's an exponent that is written with a base and a power, just a fancy way to write an exponent with a base, right? So again, this is vocabulary for Tuesday.